Chapter 6. A New Beginning. As Marcus was led through Elder Grove by the village guards, the calm of his surroundings stood in stark contrast to the turmoil inside him. The villagers moved about their day, their eyes flicking curiously toward him. Many whispered in low voices, their expressions ranging from intrigue to concern. He could see the tight-knit nature of this community in every passing glance, and it made him wonder how they would react once they learned the truth he was hiding. Thane Garrett and Alara Swift escorted him to the village hall, a modest yet sturdy structure made of weathered wood and stone. Its simplicity masked its importance, as Marcus could tell from the craftsmanship and the respect with which Thane and Alara treated it. This was the heart of the village, and Eldrick Thorn, the Elder, was its beating pulse. Thane knocked on the door with authority, but it was Alara's soft voice that called out, "Elder Thorn, we've brought someone who needs your counsel." The door creaked open, revealing Eldrick Thorn, a man whose age was betrayed only by the deep lines on his face. His eyes were sharp, calculating, a man who had seen more than his share of troubles. He wore a simple robe, but the way he stood exuded the quiet strength of someone who held the trust of everyone around him. Eldrick's gaze fell upon Marcus with a scrutinizing intensity. He looked him up and down, as if trying to weigh Marcus's character by sight alone. "Who is this you've brought into our village?" he asked, his voice even but laced with authority. "This is Marcus," Thane replied. "He says he was attacked by undead creatures while exploring some ruins. He seeks shelter." Eldrick's brow furrowed slightly. "Undead creatures, you say? And what were you doing in those ruins, Marcus?" Marcus hesitated, the weight of the vial hidden beneath his tunic suddenly feeling heavier. He could not tell them everything, especially not about Thaler Voss. "I was exploring, nothing of real importance. I stumbled upon the ruins by accident, and the next thing I knew, I was being chased by skeletons. I ran for my life, and I ended up here." Eldrick's piercing gaze didn't waver. Skeletons do not wander far from their resting places without reason. There must have been something of great value or importance that drew them out. I don't know," Marcus lied, his mind racing to keep his tone steady. He could feel Eldrick's suspicion growing with every word. "I was just trying to escape." Eldrick took a long, deliberate breath, his eyes narrowing slightly. "Perhaps, but you must understand, trust is not freely given here in Elder Grove, especially not when dark forces are at play." Marcus felt his heart skip a beat at those words. Eldrick was sharp, too sharp. He had seen through Marcus's vague story, or at least suspected there was more to it. But for now, the Elder did not press further. "Thane," Eldrick said, shifting his focus back to the village leader, "take Marcus to the inn. Mara Linton will ensure he's looked after." "But Marcus," he added, turning back to him with a grave look, "do not mistake our hospitality for acceptance. Trust must be earned, and it is easily lost." Marcus nodded, bowing his head slightly. "Thank you for your kindness, Elder Thorn." As Marcus followed Thane and Alara out of the hall, he could feel the weight of Eldrick's gaze still on him. His mind raced with what might come next. The Elder's suspicion would not be easy to shake, and the secret he carried, the vial, and the danger it represented, could turn these villagers from potential allies into enemies. For now, Marcus had bought himself time, but time, he knew, was running out. As they walked toward the inn, Marcus couldn't help but glance at the villagers going about their day. The peace here felt fragile, like a delicate balance that could easily be shattered. Thaler Voss's undead minions were no doubt still hunting for him, and it wouldn't be long before they caught his scent again. He needed to plan, to gather information, and perhaps even to find allies who could help him stand against the necromancer. But first he needed rest. As they approached the inn, Thane turned to Marcus, his expression softening slightly. "You handled yourself well back there. Eldrick may seem hard, but he's fair. Earn his trust, and you'll find no better ally." Marcus gave a small nod, though his mind remained clouded with doubt. He had no choice but to stay hidden, for now.